any of the X-ray attacks in Mortal Kombat X actually survivable, or will all of them send you straight to the morgue?
Watching from the sky, a beam of light. I am electric eye.
Company. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a different sort of series thingy that I've decided to try. My name is Brian of Chamber of the Wraith, and if you can hear my voice, that's because I've decided to try and do a live commentary thing while I play my favorite game of 2018, Jurassic World Evolution. This has been a long time coming. Games like Zoo Tycoon and Jurassic Park Operation Genesis were my jam when I was a kid. And there hasn't really been a good park building game. I mean, even any sort of park building game like Zoo Tycoon for like 5 years. And if you don't count Zoo Tycoon on the Xbox, the last like park buildy game I can immediately think of might have been Wildlife Park, and that was like 2006. So yeah, hopefully with Jurassic World Evolution, management sim games like this make a comeback, because I'd love to do more. But with that being said, without further ado, let's start a new campaign to Las Cinco Muertes.
Hello. May I say welcome? My name is Dr. Ian Malcolm. You may have heard of me. Well, correction, you should have heard of me, especially now that you're here. So before you are the islands that you need to manage, if you can. The 5 deaths. Jeez, if only there had been 5.
God, it makes me smile like a kid every time I hear that voice. Jeff Goldblum is the man.
Okay, this is as good a place as any to begin. Isla Matanceros. It's relatively stable. Yeah, you can get your feet wet here, and you should. Just diving into the deep end of the pool is where the big, angry, hungry things are, and you want to be ready before you try that.
Man, what a great way to kind of get this started. It's like the splendor, the grandeur, Jeff Goldblum, it just looks great. Now prepare for like 10 minutes of Cabot Finch, so I'll be quiet for a little bit.
I'm Cabot Finch, Public Relations and Crisis Management, and I'm here to help you. You'll start by building a Hammond creation lab.
This is where your dinosaurs come from. Bam! Unlocked.
We've already started on an enclosure for you. You should just attach it to the side. But watch out for dinosaurs. Ah, just kidding.
Ah, you frickin' weirdo. Alright.
Let's focus on what you're here to do, which is create dinosaur facilities on the islands we call the 5 Deaths. Actually, Las Cinco Muertes. Because Spanish is the lingo of choice around here.
Not fluent in it, so don't ask me to speak Spanish.
You'll need to connect it to the pre-existing network of paths and the power grid.
There.
Now comes the real test, incubating a dinosaur. You'll start with a Struthiomimus. Select the creation lab and pick a hatchery bay. There's enough genome data for your first viable dinosaur.
Struthiomimus has always been one of my favorite dinosaurs in Jurassic World Evolution.
The ambitious. undoing extinction, playing with nature's laws. What can possibly go wrong?
Come on, Doctor. You know we've learned so much and invested even more in our Jurassic operations since the last time.
Yes, Mr. Finch, yes, the last time. There's always a last time. And a next.
There we go. So as I was saying, Struthiomimus has always been one of my favorite dinosaurs in Jurassic World Evolution. In the 3 playthroughs I've done already, this guy's just all reliable. He is a great way to get your feet off the ground, and plus, look at how freaking cute he is when he comes out. Look at this.
Life. It begins. The most precious moment. The result of incalculable actions and reactions, trials and errors, genetic mutations and unknowable combinations, chaos, all leading to a living, breathing, thinking being, an entity, distinct and unique. And now we, you, just manufacture them. So, well done, I guess.
No need to be such a pessimist, Ian. I guess you're just being realistic.
The Hammond Foundation has 3 main areas of interest: security, entertainment, and science. I've already nudged the heads of each division to reach out to you personally. They'll offer opportunities and incentives for you to be part of their team. Choose one of their contracts. It'll help you develop your facility.
I'm happy to say that I'm glad that we got this going. Let's start with George Lambert.
This is Lambert, head of security.
Yours, theirs, and mine. Welcome to the islands. So here's our basic conundrum. We want to keep our animals under control while simultaneously encouraging instinctive behaviors, because these animals have potential as combatants. Look, everyone's fear object, myself included, is to have these animals running free and loose in the park. But we can't exploit them globally without taking some chances.
I don't like where that's going.
Contracts can be requested from the division heads inside the control room. Complete these to increase your reputation and gain additional revenue to keep expanding your park.
By the way, hot tip, always head in here.
One more thing. Your reputation. Your rep, quote unquote. Keep an eye on it, okay? If you have a solid reputation with a division, you're more likely to benefit from them. Financially, I mean. But, like life, it's a balancing act. Each division is vying for your attention, and if they don't get it, they tend to take it personally.
So you hop in here to the fossil center. You'll want to do that.
The fossil center lets you extract DNA from fossils and amber in order to create new dinosaur genomes. Exciting!
So you'll want to come in here and do this, because you get 5 fossils to start with. Bam, 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 bam. Usually that's enough to at least put you in the right direction and get like 70% on the
And you'll
Struthio
notice
thing.
absolutely no hint of sarcasm, unless you listen real closely. So what I meant to say is that completing that contract has raised your standing, your reputation, if you will, with the security division. This means they'll be willing to give you more difficult missions.
Hey. Thank you. Here we go. The first mission.
Lambert here. I've got a new assignment that I think is perfect for your skill set. Give it a once over, then let me know if you're interested.
Like I have much of a choice.
Glad to have you on board. As you can imagine, the animals in the various facilities are constantly probing for weaknesses in our security systems. They're smarter and more devious than people give them credit for. But I refuse to underestimate their capabilities. That's why I'm always testing and evaluating our security protocols and barriers. And this is where you come in.
Not gonna give this guy Lambert his due. He actually sees these animals as both opportunity and threat.
There's a spot that I can do that.
I'm
There
gonna
we go.
need you to extract enough DNA from fossils to incubate and hatch a dinosaur. This is the first phase of this mission. Carry on.
Carrying on. Alright. You only get one expedition map to start with, so one little thing. So we got to start with where the most dinos are. Since we needed Montosaurus, we should probably head to the Lance Formation in the US first.
An expedition center will allow you to send dig teams around the world in search of new dino fossils. DNA can be extracted from these fossils, which our scientists can then turn into living, breathing dinosaurs. And that's our true lifeblood.
Indeed it is.
Good! Your first expedition team is out. They'll bring back what they find to the fossil center for extraction.
Let's give our Struthiomimus a friend. And while we're waiting, it's important that we do research, because you never know when you're going to need something.
Your job is simple, really. Create dinosaurs which attract visitors to your facilities, brings in capital, money, huh? Which means you can do more research to build better facilities and create more dinosaurs, and there you go. A circle of life, development and resources, nature and commerce. See? Simple. The Research Center lets you improve your park in various exciting ways. New buildings...
Oh no, he
upgrades, and
failed.
more await.
Really wish he would shut up. I'm getting real sick of hearing Cabot. That's the worst part about starting up a new park, is just hearing Cabot over and over and over again. It wounds me sometimes. Okay, well, let's get started with... We got the arid genome. That... Ah, okay. Can this be applied to Struthiomimus as well? No. Might as well research it anyway, because I know it can be applied to some of the other dinosaurs here. Now, here's where things get fun. I could genetically modify our dinosaurs in order to give them different benefits. It lowers their viability to a certain degree, but it also ups their rating. Here's our first friend. Damn it. Excuse me, I gotta take this. No, I don't. It was a telemarketer. The fun part about doing live commentary, you get interesting things happening to you. I'm sure we're all good here. Yeah, lunchbox and what? Dino bites? Not a big deal, but it's a good way to get started. Okay, looks like they're coming back. Let's see what they got. I know it's gonna pop in here real fast.
You should extract genomes from fossils that have been collected inside your fossil center. That will increase the amount of viable data you have to create dinosaurs.
This Horseshoe Canyon formation is up near where I'm at, up in Alberta, Canada. So check this out. We added an arid genome pattern, like the cosmetic gene. Now the Struthiomimus is a bright canary yellow. Check it out. Let's compare him to the other Struthies. He's got that gray pattern with the blue on the head.
Next, you'll need to incubate the animal in a Hammond creation laboratory before releasing and housing it in an enclosure. You'll also want to make sure we've got an ACU presence on this island.
You're telling me this? Okay. One down. And I need a ranger station, so I'll just put that next door.
It looks like you've run out of power. That's not good.
Nope.
Build more power stations or increase your output.
Okay, well, he thinks we should get that started by picking up a contract with somebody else. Why don't we get started with Isaac?
Hey, I'm Isaac. I've been hearing good things about you. I'm in charge of the entertainment division here. What good is the world's greatest show if no one sees it? Don't answer. It's rhetorical and painfully obvious. What I'm saying is that we need people in our parks. Fill up our facilities with warm bodies. Numbers bring revenue, excitement, and opportunities.
Never seen that contract be below $40 million and be next to impossible to attain. So I can't wait to see what comes from such. what they actually say when they actually do that. I need cash for a power station, though, so I need to get either another contract or we're going to be here all frickin' day. So I'm going to wait for these to be built. Yeah, no power, then no power. Tick-tock on the clock, I got stuff to do. While we're waiting, let's have a look and see what we have for unlocks. Extraction speed, incubation speed, science center, and Crichtonsaurus. Triceratops Innovation Center, restaurant, savannah, and a commercial park. Currently doing security protocols, tooth hardness. Okay. Let's see if there's anything we can sell here. That'll do. That'll help a lot. Yep. Yep. And then yes. Yes. Sell the good stuff. Now we need to supply more power! Somehow. I'm sure I can squeeze it in here. Or no. Because, you know, terrain constraints. That's one of the biggest issues with this game, is that sometimes terrain constraints can be just evil. And I think I blocked off the path. Whoops. Yeah, I'm a doofus. Hold on. Don't need to... Yeah, I know. There we go. You can go away. Sorry, can't obstruct the helicopter. There we go. And once we connect, we should be good to go. Just gotta wait a little bit. And while we're waiting, let us incubate an Edmontosaurus. When we actually get the cash to do so. Me. Let's see if we can meet up with... Yeah.
Dr. Dua. This is our new Director of Operations.
I'm aware, Cabot. I'm Dr. Dua. I run the science division of our operation. Okay, you're going to need to build your reputation in the science division. Not easy with me around, but you'll manage. That means managing our dinosaur population and seeing that they are flourishing.
Lady, I can't get what you want from that contract without me being with... I guess that's the point, but at the same time, it's like... Okay, come on. Come on. Oh, hey. Maybe we could. What did we need? I'll just research this, and then we'll see what we actually need. Reload speed. Okay. I know this might not be a very exciting game to watch, and I'm just having a hard time talking about what's going down. Oh, I know. So, a little bit about me. I've been, besides small jobs here or there as an editor, I've basically been unemployed since February. And I've been trying to find a job. I've been looking online, I've been going out, and nothing seems to be working. I got to talking with my dad, and he suggested I go to a temp agency, which sounds like an interesting, promising lead. So I decided, you know what, I might as well, and I have a plan to go to a temp agency to potentially pick up a job, hopefully, tomorrow. No, not tomorrow, because they're not open tomorrow. Monday, like 6:30 in the morning. So that's gonna be extremely painful for me, but I need something. So not exactly sure what else I'm gonna do other than roll with what I have. And of course, making videos for the channel, because I don't want to go completely insane. But we'll keep this ball rolling for until we complete a mission, and then we'll probably call it there for now. And then we'll do... I almost wonder if I should do this bi-weekly. Monday and Friday. Then again, there's just me trying to make up an excuse in order to play more Jurassic World Evolution. Hey! Damn right. I can totally get behind that. Just need an excuse. Gimme. This is the worst part. This is just the long game. ACU reload speed. So it'll take about as long as a dig team is in order to get back, and then that's Ranger Station. We need this. Nope. ACU reload speed 1.0 for 100 grand. Hopefully we get something that we can sell. There's a good chance because we tend to get stuff that we can afford to get rid of, and then we sell that, do the next phase of the mission, so on and so forth. I'm also really excited about the new schedule because A, I get to play new games. I get to play Doom, and then bring back Strider and all of these. And hopefully, if all goes according to plan, I can also introduce some of my later series, like the Soul Calibur series. That would be super exciting, and I can't wait. Sorry, a little dry in my throat. I'll go grab some water. I'll be right back. Look at that. Research is done. Let's watch these streakies. Look at these burbs. Look at these dino burbs. Are they not the best? Excuse me. Halfway to our goal. Look at these. Look at these burbs. Watch them run. Run, 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 run. Trundle, 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 trundle. I find these things just so damn cute, especially when they get their their rainforest colors. We'll probably watch them socialize sometime soon. How long is it gonna take these guys to come back? Not much longer. I can hear him now. Look at Matanceros. The sign is a cyan color. Isla Sornas is red, where Isla Blah is. Okay. There we go. Then we need to go into building upgrades, ACU, reload speed. And why don't we move back down to the Lance formation? 75 grand. What's our income? 20 grand per minute? There we go. Nice, even, but you get the idea. 5. Let's sell Barbasol. See, did that do much good? I mean, it upped our income by a small amount, so that's not all bad. Just itching, just waiting at this point. Might have to cut out some portion of this. So if there is a gap, you'll know why. But if there isn't, then I apologize if I'm boring you. So, who wants to learn some fun facts about Struthiomimus? Its name means ostrich mimic. Kind of makes sense considering it kind of looks like an ostrich with a tail. Now, Struthiomimus is known to have feathers based off of a relative Ornithomimus having feathers. But because this is a Jurassic game, none of the dinosaurs have feathers and are usually more based off of the Jurassic Park counterparts versus what they would have looked like in real life. But some scientific accuracy did manage to come in via Frontier, as you'll see when we finally get around to getting an Edmontosaurus. Let's see if we can pick up a... no. Oh, hey, apply a success rate 1.0 upgrade. Thank you.
Nice job. I feel like we are starting to understand one another.
Indeed. Now, we picked up another mission, but we won't do that right now.
I've got an interesting opportunity for you to consider. It will allow us to work together to create life. Pure life. If you've been listening to Dr. Malcolm, then you know how important this is to us. And to me.
Not right now, but I appreciate it. we could wait 60 seconds. Let's do that. And then we'll be able to definitely make enough cash. And get some more DNA for Struthies. They're plotting. Aren't these guys so cute? And these guys are also primarily believed to be plant eaters, not really predators. And if they kind of look like Gallimimus to some of you Jurassic fans, they are related. It's just they're a lot smaller, and they're found in North America as opposed to being found in Asia. Not only are these guys some of the first dinosaurs you can get, these guys are also one of the first dinosaurs to provide evidence that link dinosaurs to birds. Which is quite cool, because, I mean, essentially, dinosaurs kind of are birds. And birds are kind of dinosaurs. But you can't go wrong with that. Are we coming? How are we doing? Ah, it's gonna take a hot minute. I knew I should have just waited. C'est la vie. What are you gonna do, right? Try something more entertaining. I've got other shenanigans that I can do. Don't worry. I've still got my Arkham series. I've got Lego. I've got Prototype 2. I've also got Blaze Blue still to do. Ha. That's funny. Anywho. Now you can see with the upgraded viability thing on our hatchery, there's an extra 10% that's added. So our viability for the Struthies are now 80% with all the mods that they have. Which is good, because the less likely you are to fail in incubation, the less likely you are to lose 40 grand. And also, because it stacks, now that I've got 30% viability, from here on in, I can guarantee that I can produce Struthia mimus without them kicking the bucket, or what have you. Is that our helipoopter? Yeah, that's our helipoopter. Okay. Hey, some trike amber. Great. I think I'll hold on to that. In the meantime, I think we'll hold on to both of these for now and just kind of relax, chill for a bit. And then we'll probably cut here, and then we'll just fast forward over to when I have enough park money in order to make an Edmontosaurus. One thing I really like is that how the rain looks in this game just is incredible. Like, you could actually see the dinosaurs getting wet and the raindrops hitting the water. Figures I go and look at the raindrops hitting the water and the rain goes away. Okay, we're back. So, we got about 10 seconds before we're able to incubate an Edmontosaurus, so we're gonna get that going right about now. 98% chance of a successful incubation. If it fails here, I'm gonna be slightly ticked. But I'm pretty sure it's not gonna happen. 98% is like really, really high. Of course, there's a slight chance in the matter, but I wouldn't say so. Oh, one other thing. You can name your dinosaurs. So, for instance, Sasha! Stella! Shauna! There, now we have the 3 Struthio sisters, because all of the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park are female. Fun fact. So, they're all girls!
People like to feel secure. That's our job. This contract enhances our ability to do so.
I like where this is going.
I'm Owen Grady. Owen to my friends. I've seen things I'd rather not talk about, but it hasn't dampened my commitment to the dinosaurs. The raptors more generally, and me and Blue specifically. We have a special relationship, like what I have with Claire. Less complicated. Anyway, nice to meet you.
I'm also slightly ticked that they couldn't get Chris Pratt
need to keep looking for other dinosaurs we may be able to domesticate. Well, more accurately, put on the road to domestication. The way we'll be able to control them is by letting them control themselves, their natural hierarchy. That means we need more samples. This expedition can help.
Yeah. So they didn't get Chris Pratt to voice Owen Grady. They got some other guy, and it's immediately noticeable. I'm a little bit sad, but at the same time, when this game was being developed, Chris is kind of busy with Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, the movie, and I think he had just gotten off of doing Infinity War, so they probably didn't either have the budget or he didn't have the time. Now check out Edmontosaurus. For the longest time, for the better part of a century, that crest on its head was not known about, and this is probably the first rendition of Edmontosaurus in popular media with that rooster comb.
Right. This next bit is gonna sound a little crazy because frankly, it is. But we are gonna encourage one of the dinosaurs to breach our containment grid.
I hate
We'll
this.
then react and see if our procedures and personnel are up to the challenge.
Yes. So at this point, I'd like to take back everything I just said about this guy.
I'm with you on that, Owen. Or Ian. Whoops. Okay. Come on, you moron.
The ACU, or Asset Containment Unit, should be your first port of call to bring down a rampaging dinosaur.
Come on. Come on.
We're doing the improbable, and you're doing the impossible. Thanks.
Contact made.
Okay, we have our runner. Time to tag him and bag him. We're using less than lethal, but remember, that dinosaur doesn't know this is just supposed to be a drill. So watch your back.
While I understand the need to keep
Enjoy my shitty shooting.
as sharp as possible, this is not the way I would go about doing it.
If you have a problem with how we keep you safe, Doctor, I'm happy to discuss it at a later time. Right now, we have our hands full.
Fall down. I'll put you
En
back.
route to collect the asset.
God, I hate this. Like, sure, let's test our security protocols. How? Release a 3-ton dinosaur to rampage through the park. Oh, the lawsuits are gonna kick my ass, but whatever. Once that dino gets put back into place, we'll be A-okay.
Opportunity is knocking. Answer.
I'll take that. That's an easy contract.
If Dr. Malcolm is to be believed, then all of this, our reality, is just seemingly random chaos hiding some deeper truth. A numbers game. Like our dinosaur count. Numbers.
That is if he is to be believed. Gyrosphere. That's going to take a while to get, but the gyrosphere is probably the best way, one of the best ways to view the dinosaurs in the game, especially because you get to actually pilot it. Okay, now comes our Cretaceous cow, and then we should be good. Actually, while we're waiting on that, why don't we have another Struthy?
Asset delivered.
How you doing? You less cranky now? Mission complete!
And that's the job finished. True and square. Look, the thing is, we're still learning where our boundaries are when it comes to keeping these animals under control. God knows they're working out ways to exploit our weaknesses. Guess we'll find out who gets to the limits of our abilities first. Us or them. Ever vigilant.
And that's always been the challenge of the Jurassic industrial complex. Exploitation versus security. The immense potential for profit and for violence.
You don't say. I'm gonna breed a couple more of these things. And then once we have both of our Edmontosaurs, we'll probably call it here for now, because I don't want it to be too long. Okay, I think we shall name this Edmontosaurus Edna. Now, with a battery of hundreds of teeth in its cheeks, Edmontosaurus is like purpose-built for grinding up plants. Once it gets the plants in its mouth, it's practically turned to dust, as it is just mashed and mushed. It's one of the few dinosaurs actually able to chew. And chew it could. Now, it's not known if these dinosaurs actually had ruminant-like stomachs, but it's not necessarily believed to be so. I wouldn't be surprised if such an evolution were possible, though. Could you imagine a dinosaur that chewed like a cow? That would be something else. Convergent evolution taken to the extreme, almost. We got Storm Defense Station. I don't need these on this island because we don't get storms, but they're super useful on all the other islands because they help prevent you from getting your ass totally kicked by storms. So that's our first dino. Another Edmontosaurus.
You made that look easier than it was. No matter what anyone else says, science is what makes or breaks us. Admittedly, sometimes both. But on Isla Matanceros, you are making us and yourself look good. And that's worth a reward.
So it seems.
This dinosaur, the Edmontosaurus, was originally uncovered at a site in Canada. I'll let you guess where. The T-Rex thinks these are delicious. And who's to argue?
I mean, I wouldn't argue with the T-Rex. That's just precious and adorable, and I love it. Alright, we're going to kick off one more patch of research, and then I'll be on my way. Would be something that we already had, right? So let's do electrified light steel. And must be, yeah. Done. Alright, thanks for tuning into this series. I'll let you know how things get on, and hopefully we can have more fun with this in the future. DFTBA.